What's up, guys? Another Tuesday night live with Gold Coast Paranormal. Tonight we're going to be talking with
Rooted Expedition.
So, without further waste, here's Rooted.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
Good. As we started playing that intro, our son started screaming, and I'm like, no, not right now.
I like that intro, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, you actually did all of that. I can't take credit for that. He goes, look what I did. And I'm like, I dig it.
Nice.
So,
I like it.
Thank you.
I start out every show before everyone can get up with questions with my favorite question, because you don't wake up one morning and say, hey, I'm gonna go into an abandoned building. What got you into exploring?
Well, I love this question because it's kind of hysterical, because what actually got me doing YouTube period was COVID.
Really?
Yeah, what was supposed to keep us at home actually got me out. So yeah, so I've always I watched YouTubers explore and travel, and one of those YouTubers was Omar, and I thought it was really cool because me and my wife would like binge watch all his videos, and we were just like, this is so cool. He's always somewhere different state, exploring and learning about history everywhere he goes. And I'm like, man, this is something I want to do. So, and I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, but never knew what I wanted to do. So I just decided to try this exploring and travel around the nation and see what I can find, and started doing it. In pretty much the first two locations, I just got hooked. The first one was a bridge, an abandoned bridge, and then the second one was it was an abandoned incinerator, and I just got hooked. I mean, so the first one was a bridge, and the next one was a building. So I just got hooked. I mean, I got hooked on the history, learning about what happened here, seeing the decay. That's what really gets me, is the decay about it.
That natural feeling paint.
Yes. Yeah, especially like in the hospitals or something. Because usually they always have the green paint for some reason. I don't know. I guess it was a thing back then.
That light green.
Yeah, that line. Yeah, it's like real faint, and it just peels, and it's pretty cool. And then just the way that they built places back then till now, and now, yeah, it's really cool.
It really is. It's fascinating, honestly. The bridge that you're talking about, was that possibly Goatman's?
No, but I have been to that one.
That you just posted, right?
Yeah, it was that was my year anniversary being on YouTube,
yes.
And that was Screaming Bridge.
That video?
Sick video. I mean, literally caught me in the first 5 seconds, and I'm like, I literally woke up, and I think you uploaded it the night before, I want to say, and I was already in bed. And so I'm like, Ethan, you gotta wake up and watch this. And he's like, huh? And I was like, no, wake up.
You wake me up for two reasons. It's YouTube videos or TikToks. That's it. Otherwise, I get a peaceful sleep.
I love that.
So wake me up at 2 a.m.
No,
look at this TikTok.
I was hooked. And then I was like, wait, that's his mom. And I'm like, my dream is to explore with my mom. Does she want to adopt me?
Your mom does not.
No, my parents hate that we explore. They hate that we don't wear masks in abandoned buildings, the asbestos. Yeah. And the last thing I'm thinking about is putting a damn mask on, to be truthful.
Yeah.
You know, at some places, you got to be super quick on getting inside, not being seen by people or cars going by. So, yeah, you know what, Mom? Let me just put my mask on and get caught.
When the cops on.
I'm the same way. I mean, I'm in construction. So I have a construction business for going on 13 years. I know about asbestos. I know about the mold. I know about all that stuff. But see, really, if you're not stirring it up, it's not going to really affect you. And if you're not in there all day long, it's not going to affect you. If you're in there just exploring, get out. If you're not trying to stir up a whole bunch of stuff, you're going to be fine. Now, there is some places that I have been to where I actually had to cut my explore in that part of the building short because of the mold was so bad that you start choking on it, because it's just, I mean, that's what really, I think really you'd maybe want to mask for is, but I mean, like I said, I didn't. I mean, the one that really I could think of is the school that I did in Indiana. And it was so bad. I mean, we were all choking because it was just the water was sitting there for so long and it's so dark, damp place. As soon as we just went in this section of school, it was like, okay, we can't even explore this because it's so bad. We don't have a mask. So, and that's just extra luggage for me, but
exactly.
If somebody wants to wear one, that's fine with me. I mean, but I choose not to because it's just extra weight and I can't talk to the camera with one on. So.
But see, I'm the same way. The black mold or mold just gets me. I'm also asthmatic, so I'll be the first to be like, all right, guys, I am going to go to an open window and breathe.
I remember her first time into an abandoned building. I'm sitting there with like an N95. I'm like, wear this.
Yeah. And I got so hot, rooted. I got so hot. It was the middle of summer, at least 95 degrees.
You made it up
I
2
said,
floors.
I'm taking this thing off, ripped it off, and I put it back in the backpack. And I said, see, I can breathe. And I start hacking up a lung.
Then you haven't worn one since.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and you get hot and it's hard to breathe. And it's just, I don't know. You shouldn't, if it's that bad, you shouldn't be in that area anyways. That's the way I look at it, And plus, if there's that much mildew, there's probably going to be cave-ins too.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's one building.
I was just going to say
that one building by us that's just.
I want to take Rooted there one day.
Really?
Hey, Nicole. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Patty. Taryn and T. Rochelle. Oh, God. Fluffy.
What's up, guys?
If you have any questions, please put them in caps so we can see them easier, if you don't mind. Oh, yeah. Michelle, she's spot on.
You haven't been exploring long if you haven't found a stash of porn somewhere. That's the truth.
Right?
Hey, Eric. Hey, Rose. Sorry, guys. I'm just seeing all the comments as they pop up. I know I may be a little.
I got a question because recently we.
Wait, no, I want to ask my question.
Go ahead.
I was just kidding.
Cheers.
I love you.
So, what kind of camera do you use to film?
I actually use. Oh man, I wish I would have got everything out, but I use a GoPro. I use GoPro 8. I use this phone right here for all my cinematic shots. It's an iPhone XR. I do use that for all my.
Why are we lugging around like a 30-pound camera?
Huh?
You're telling me that I upgraded my phone to an iPhone 11 Pro and I had an XR. Or just an X. I don't know.
Well, you can use the 11 Pro. I mean, the 11 Pro and the XR to me, because I was going to get the 11 Pro, but I ended up getting the XR. First off, it saved me a lot of money because the 11 Pro just came out at the time. And when I did a little bit of research on it, the camera, you weren't going to notice too much in the difference of the quality. So I just figured go ahead and go with the XR and just run with that. But yeah, if y'all have an iPhone or you can use your phones.
Do you use like a handheld or something? Because your shots are so steady.
I use except for this new video coming out, and you probably won't notice. This new one, I actually use a gimbal for my phone, but on these last 3 videos that I put out for Explorers, I just use my little U rig, and the phone sits in there. Yeah, and I just try to be as steady as possible. So I try to go as slow as possible, steady as possible, and then I slow down the frame rate or the frame or whatever. The speed of the video or that clip, and then that kind of gives that smooth. I mean, for me, that's what I mean. I'm no professional, trust me. I'm gonna be the first one to say I'm not a professional at all.
Buy a what is it called? Stabilizer for
it's a
like $500.
I bought a Ronin S. And then so when I first saw it on the shelf, I'm like, yeah, this will be easy to like smuggle into these places. But it takes 5 minutes to set up and boot up, and like,
yeah,
it takes an entire additional backpack just to get it in. And it came with like this 4-foot long suitcase to put it in, and I'm like, this is way too much.
I just whatever I can fit in my bag, and if it can make it less. Okay, now I will say, okay, so these last 3 ones were pretty decent because I had just my U rig, I used just my phone, and then at the time I was using my Sony 4K camera. It's a X3000, and it's kind of like a GoPro, but so I either use that for the action cam, or if I'm doing cinematic shots, I'll just use my phone. I mean, I know it's not the best quality, but it is. I mean, you kind of do a little doctoring in the editing, and you try to make it look somewhat decent. That's what I try to do. I just try to make it look good. I don't know the technical terms, and I'm not no professional by far.
The Rooted Expeditions run down on what the hell we're doing.
So my favorite is when we go out with LOTTF. And
by the way, hi Jay.
Mr. Dark.
Hey Tommy, Unknown Ventures. The Haunted Skeptic. Sorry, guys. Comments are just coming in. I try to say hi to everyone.
You got to.
Exactly.
And Rochelle says it. I'm sorry. Rochelle says, yeah. I just lost it. GoPro. You need to go GoPro. And it is inexpensive, and I think they work great. So
we just dropped $2,000. No, it was like $2,100 on a brand new camera.
So my favorite is that we go out with LTTF, and I've got this Ronin S. We got the Sony A7 III. We got all this stuff to set up.
Wow, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I would shoot with that. Like I would shoot my cinematic shots with that instead of this little thing.
So there's actually a setting on the camera that you could like move at like regular speed, and it'll just film in like this slow-mo cinematic speed.
It's nifty.
It's beautiful, but he whips out a GoPro out of his bag in 3 seconds, and I'm sitting there screwing screws together, bolting things together.
And all Sitting in Darkness does is take this thing
and just whip
out of his bag, puts the battery in, and it's this little thing, and the light's on top. It's not heavy. I'm like, yo, Ed, I'll film for you. Give me your contraption.
It weighs like an ounce, and ours is like backbreaking.
Yeah, Ed just whips it out and he's ready to go. I mean,
hey, Dakota. All right, guys, we have some questions. Rooted, I know you don't mess with the paranormal. You just really explore. But I'll put it up anyway.
I feel like Robbie. I see this question asked everywhere.
No.
Have I ever? Yeah, of course. When I was doing the paranormal, I've had tons of stuff follow me back because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I was opening doors that quicker than I can shut them. So, I had a lot of stuff follow me back.
I know that feeling,
but not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, I feel completely 100% protected every place I go to. Even feel like things that try to attach themselves cannot even attach themselves to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, having something follow you home is like a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
it is. Tommy,
so Robbie says because I feel like that's the only one. These like the last 2 live streams I've seen him in.
I tie my hair.
Love it. Nothing wrong with it, Robbie. Oh,
I
there's
didn't dye
everybody.
my hair. I actually effed it up dyeing it. It just looks good because it's wet.
I'm trying to like scroll down so we're all the way up.
Hey, Lisa, thank you for being here. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? You said in your past you practiced witchcraft but didn't realize it. Can you explain? Yeah, I was trying to well, one of the major ones, what I was doing was trying to move stuff, which I thought with my mind. I know it sounds funny. I was trying to do that TK stuff, and come to find out, this is just one, but this one is what really started to lift off the things. So stuff started moving, and I thought I was doing it. Lights and stuff would turn off and on. Then I started getting this electric shock through my fingers.
Really?
And yes, and I think it was something that actually it was a very, very strong dark entity actually attached itself to my finger. It's weird.
Really?
Yes. So literally, like, it was the weirdest thing. I could draw heat through my hands and everything, and literally, like, shock people when I would touch them, on command. I could, bring very, very hot heat coming out of my hands. When I would go to turn on a light, and I'd probably get about this far from the light switch, there would be a big arc of electric static shock that would go through my finger. And the lights would flicker a little bit right before I would flip them on. It kind of manifested there. And then I actually had a dream that really kind of snapped me out of it. I had two dreams, but one dream is what really woke me up. But the other ones were, I was just having very sinister, demonic dreams. And then that last dream that I had, it was, I explained it in my documentary that I did, my walk in the spiritual realm, and how that I had this dream about seeing the devil, and it was, it scared me so bad. And I knew exactly, because what I was doing, I had no clue what I was doing. I was just doing it because I was so interested and so amazed that things could move when you just want them to move, and didn't realize some entity was moving them on their own, not me. But it took a dream to realize that and snap me out of it, and it really woke me up. And I knew right then and there I wanted to stop, but it got worse from there. Even though I stopped doing like the TK stuff, it started getting worse. I was calling out to these entities, getting to the point knowing that these were demonic entities, and calling out to them, getting them to manifest before me. So yeah, and then once I opened that big door, or many doors, I couldn't close them. Until I got with God. So what's up, Past Life Explorer? But that's why I don't do paranormal. I mean, I open some doors, and in my belief too. I mean, I'm not going to knock on anybody that wants to do paranormal or anything. I mean, everybody has their own walk, just like I did. And for me personally, I can't do it. I can't, and I will not do it. But I mean, like I said, I'm not going to knock on anybody that wants to do it. I think I have more friends here on YouTube that are in the paranormal than just exploring. So if that says anything.
I mean, it's not for everyone, and that's okay, There are, like, we've watched other YouTubers or smaller channels that I just want to, like, comment and be like, hi, can I please send you a gift so I could help protect you? Like, because, there's a lot of things that people don't realize, and I won't even lie to you. Before we actually started our channel, I had to sit down with Ethan and I said, look, we need to protect ourselves. We need to understand that, we do have our child at home, and we really cannot bring something home. And I'm one to like go into like an abandoned place and touch everything that I find is so cool. And, you know, I have learned that sometimes that could be a very bad thing to do. I've learned actually from Ethan's experience, and it could get really scary really quickly.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yes, your experience. I actually was very close to deleting the channel, deleting all of our social media that had to do with Gold Coast when it happened
wow.
to Ethan.
We didn't have Gold Coast at that point.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
We didn't
Actually,
have
no, we had our Instagram
We had
though.
Instagram.
I was
And Nicole says that it's intense. Maybe the heat in your hands means you can do healings. That's in the Bible. Yes, because honestly, I was doing killings before that. You know, probably not literally, but I mean, people were getting injured and severely sick on their deathbed, car wrecks and stuff like that. But that was because I was speaking those things against them. And this was way before I even got with God or wanted anything to do with God. I literally just was on my own for myself, and I didn't care about anybody else. I just cared about me. And so, yeah, probably because I do know that through my faith, I believe that God takes what is bad and turns around and puts it for good. So, and I've been dealing with this stuff still. I still deal with it today. I was just talking to another creator that when we were behind the stage, literally an entity here in this house tried to come. It came from somewhere, and I've never seen it before, but it tried to come through and try to choke me, but it couldn't choke me. It came at me and tried to choke me, but it couldn't. And it's just, I mean, I see stuff like this all the time since I was far back as I can remember, since I was 8 years old. I think there's been some places some abandoned buildings that I go to because I'll pray over the place. If it's bad, I'll pray over the place. I'll cast whatever's out there. I'll pray over it. If I feel led to do that, I will. But I've had spirits come to me while I was at home or on the way to these places and say, and they were straight up out loud will say, "Don't you effing come here. Don't you effing come here. You'll regret it if you come here." But those are just scare tactics. So I said, I'm still going. And then, you know, when I was at Pennhurst, I had a voice tell me, "You don't effing belong here. You need to leave. You need to leave. You don't belong here." With so much anger and so much hate. And it tried to attack my wife. But again, we were protected. It could not, it got right up in my wife's face. And she's like, "I can feel it right here." And it was right there in her face. But it can't do anything. It was mad. But yeah, I mean, I've been dealing with this stuff. But it's like I said, at the same time, I just like to explore. I mean, I choose not to open those doors anymore like I did before. And a lot of things were open to me that I never saw. And when I was seeking my whole life for answers, and I ended up finding them and not getting the answers I was wanting, but the answers that I was needing, it really took me to a different level. But you can't beat history. I love the history of these places, and they can be super, super haunted, or it can be scary places. I don't care, because every place, usually those are the ones that have the most history to them, like Pennhurst or the Fairfield, or the Shawshank Prison, Ohio State Reformatory, and just in more places that aren't even on the map. They're just waiting to be discovered. It's fun. I love the history, and I love digging and doing the research for the history too, because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, like especially like recently we've been just like photographing abandoned places, like homes, just like random buildings and stuff like that. And, you know, we don't always investigate, guys. We don't. That's just, you know, the truth. Also, I mean, when I don't feel something, or I don't feel like a presence or a type of energy, we won't investigate it. Just go in and take pictures, and, you know, that's it. I mean, with each investigation and explore, I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning that protection is seriously a huge thing, even just exploring. You could.
Yeah, I was hearing something. Sorry. I was trying to listen. It's like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to get distracted. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
No,
Go ahead.
Our son was screaming, and I'm like, please.
No.
I was like, I hope everyone.
That's how it works. To me, that's how it works. Usually when you want to get down and do something else comes in, but
Okay.
you know what? That's is totally fine. It's totally fine. And I do want to, I don't know if I said it, but I do want to appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course.
Yeah.
We love your work. Oh, well, hold on. I'll finish what I'm saying. So I don't know if you know. LLTTF knows this. Vanessa knows this. A lot of people in this live know this. But I have an obsession. Obsession with crystals. And that's like one of the things that we use to protect ourselves. So I have a little... I can't say I have too many, but I definitely have quite the collection. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
no, it's better to buy crystals than crystal meth.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm not wrong. You can't fight me on that.
No, that's good.
But any way that anyone protects themselves, I'm all for it. It's really what that person believes in. And by all means, do what feels right to you. Do what feels right for yourself. And as long as you feel protected and you are protected, you're safe. But, there was one building at the place I want you to come to New York and explore with us. I mean, I could not only...
I can't wait. I can't wait to come back up north again.
I'm back.
I'm excited. I don't know when that will be because I do have quite a few trips already planned for this year.
Yeah.
And
yeah, when's that UK trip?
It's going to be 2022. So
I can't wait. Can you FaceTime?
Yeah, it's going to be me and Robbie are trying to set something up. So
I can't wait.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Super, super excited.
It's funny because we're actually trying to plan a vacation for ourselves to somewhere in Europe.
I need to get out of the United States for a bit.
And you're an explorer when you're trying to pick your location that you're going to be having a vacation at based on how many abandoned places are around it.
Yeah, that's what. See, I was just talking about that to my wife. I was like, now, to keep things cost effective, if we go and because we do take vacations to rest and to relax, to get away from our work and our jobs and this life here. And I was like, well, when we go to our vacation, I'm gonna have to find something to film, right? So we got to get our bang for a buck,
Exactly. See?
But also.
It's not just us.
Different countries, people in other countries respect abandoned locations. I'm not saying that every single person in another country will respect it because there's going to be vandals everywhere. Let's be real.
But see, then you wonder if them over there in the UK is looking at pictures of those pristine spots here and be like, those Americans. They treat their spots amazing. And it's this behind the curtain thing that we're both playing against each other. We're going to get there and walk into these places and there's going to be penises still spray painted on the walls.
Everywhere you go. It is
Everywhere
not,
you go.
It doesn't even matter. I'm like, here's a rock. With a penis on it. I'm just like, what is it? There's a rock. Why? You couldn't contain yourself. You had to put it.
I'm so tired of
No, I do have a friend in the UK from Hidden Existence. And now I'm very careful when I say this, but when I used to say, man, this place is really old. It's from the 1800s. And she would laugh. And I'm like, what are you laughing about? And she'd be like, you say it's old 1800. We have things over here from like the 6th century. So,
What?
yeah.
What?
See, you can
Yeah.
choose that my crystal collection is
It's
ridiculous.
massive.
Your crystal collection.
Wait, Rooted found my line funny. It's better to buy crystals than crystal meth. He found it hysterical.
That's
I found
pretty
it
good.
First time you said it.
You're still laughing.
Yeah.
Because it gets them every time. The Haunted Skeptic had a question too. I think I saw his comment somewhere in there. Thanks for the sub. But he says, so he or she, I'm sorry, I don't know. So did you actually hear the voices or was it your inner voice thing? No, I've had both. I've had both audible and I guess this inner voice thing. So
Sorry, Haunted Skeptic. I did not see that. Guys, type your questions in caps so I can obviously see them. Because obviously I will go right past them, unfortunately. It's hard to keep up with so many comments, guys.
Oh, it really is. It really is. I'm helping you guys. I hope I'm not stepping on you guys. I know. Well, it's hard. It's so hard. I suck at it. I suck at it.
I mean,
that's why I've been having a co-host on to help me. So,
first time we saw your show, we're like, this guy's legit.
It was so cool.
Like you're like pulling up questions like every one. I'm like,
how does he follow?
We're sitting over here with like one computer, 2 computers, like cameras. I'm like, and you're just pulling out questions.
Oh, look.
I'm still new.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that was so funny. Yeah, Rochelle, that got me. Yeah, no. Hey, Neva, how you doing?
Oh my lord.
Oh wow.
I don't know. See, this is why I hate like going to take care of the dogs. Because I come back and I'm like,
yes. You have to say yes.
We love you guys. Like we love both of you. Honestly, I know I could speak for both of us. Like when we would watch channels that actually intrigued us, and not, I'm not talking about a camera that goes from there to there to there and make me motion sick. And I have to exit out of the video. You guys do a phenomenal job.
I still do the. Like, what? Look at that.
No, you don't.
I do.
Edit it out.
No, not on this last video. This last video was so frustrating. I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, there's some of that in there too. So that video went from an hour and a half to having raw action footage, and I took it all the way out. So
You're my cat. Our cat.
Is that a cat?
it's a zoo. I told you, it's a zoo.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Unknown Ventures had the same thing. And I've had that happen to me. It happens.
Well, if I have to
Thanks,
put
Haunted
our
Skeptic.
cat away, because if I
Always coming in
didn't, he would see her the whole time.
Now Vanessa asked this one at every
This is
one.
Vanessa's
This is her question.
signature question.
Oh, okay. If sorry,
I thought you were just pleading the fifth, like silent. We're not gonna say a word. Like next.
Well, I don't know. Sorry. If ever, how many times have you gotten caught? Well, what would be getting caught? Like getting caught and getting in trouble, or just getting caught and maybe? Let's just go with this. So yeah, I've had a few cops pull up, ask what I'm doing. I just be completely honest. I don't run. I just tell them, hey, I'm just here filming and trying to preserve history. They say, well, you can't be here. I'm like, well, I don't see no sign saying I can't. And they'll say, well, don't try to make up something. And I'm like, well, okay, well, we'll leave if that's the case. I just wanted to shoot this for my YouTube. I'm just trying to preserve these locations before they're demolished, because it seems like everybody here in the world wants to demolish all these abandoned locations.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, okay. And when they understand, if you're being respectful and you don't lie, you're being respectful and you just be honest and just get straight to the point of what you're doing. and they usually let you go. I mean, I got caught on the military base. That was pretty scary, but it was a live active base, and I didn't know it was a live active base that was abandoned. But I guess part of it was abandoned, but not the part that I was on. So yeah.
See, the one time we got caught, we tried that whole
The whole thing.
the whole
spiel
deal,
just said.
and it got us nowhere.
And you want to know
Really?
what's worse? The guy that arrested us
Oh my God.
actually used to explore himself.
He's an ex-urban explorer
And he wrote like a few books
on
on
abandoned asylums.
yeah.
So I wanted to like show up to one of his book signings and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, but Lauren won't let me. I will say that the location,
Was
That-
blown up before we
no,
met.
the location that it was, I do have the opportunity to work in the same jurisdiction. So I would love to show up on one of the jobs and just be like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Remember me?" Like it would definitely be an entertaining day.
It's interesting getting, because this is all back when.
Got my hair
But
cut.
when I first started, but I did get caught out of state. That one was weird. I was like, oh crap, this could go really bad.
Yeah.
And this could cost a lot of money. But I was just, like I said, I was just honest and just let them know where I was from. Usually people that up north don't like people from Texas. So I was really shocked of how nice the guy was.
Wow.
But usually every time I've ran into something like that, have always been the other way. So it was nice. I just be honest, and then you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong being honest.
It went wrong. It went wrong for us. It went very wrong.
That's crazy. That's the first one that I've ever heard.
I was put into a holding cell with feces and blood and snot all over
During
the walls
COVID.
during COVID, and told to just sit quiet for 4 hours.
No, it was.
Oh,
we were
okay.
actually held for a total of like, it was almost 9 hours.
9 hours in like a little jail cell.
Okay, so the place that you got caught at, was there signs everywhere?
No,
It says no trespass.
Weird.
It doesn't say
it doesn't say no trespassing anywhere. It just
It
says neighborhood watch. What kind of
that doesn't
neighborhood
mean
watch is that?
anything. I mean anything. My neighborhood has a neighborhood watch. I mean,
Right? You don't
it
mind
means
up
nothing.
some hole in the wall cell?
I am the neighborhood watch in our neck of the
She
woods.
really
I know
is.
everyone's
Was it at
car.
night? Was it during the day or at night?
During the day.
That's so strange.
But I will lead with this because it was like the kick in the nuts that like didn't need is after the whole ordeal. We're walking back to our car and my phone
With no shoelaces.
with no shoelaces
no
because everything
phones.
got taken away from us. Why not humiliate people and make them walk through the hood and with no shoelaces, no phone, and no wallet? But I get back to the car and I pull my phone out, and right smack there is LLTTF's video premiering on the exact location that we had just gotten caught in. I almost threw my phone. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I quit. I'm done.
No, I just want you to read what Robin said.
Yes, I hung around in a morgue slab. I laid down and I tried getting someone to communicate with me, and it happened.
I
yeah,
hate talking about that experience.
So there was a group that we were with two others, and we heard like a group of kids coming down the hallway. And I'm like, yo, this is going to be great. Everyone else hide. I'm
And
going
I
to
was
down.
looking for a specific wheelchair that we've been searching for like 2 hours for.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh, I thought we were still on the arrested.
No. We're
Side of
on
things.
two different. The morgue slab thing. So we hear like this group of kids coming down the hallway, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to lay down in the morgue. I'm going to pretend to be a dead body. They're going to come in here. I'm going to jump up and scream. Perfect. Great. So they all hide, and like it was pitch black, and I heard like this crunching behind. So it was a double-ended morgue. There's doors on either side. And I hear this crunching behind me, and I look up, and there's this black shadow figure that just walks by behind my head
Oh,
into
shoot.
the wall, and I turned as white as a sheet of paper, and I've never struggled so hard to get out of a morgue.
Him try and
Let me tell you, those morgues are some very confined spaces, and when you're trying to get out, it's not super easy.
It was your idea.
But
now you know.
Yeah, I don't scare kids anymore after that one. And that
Rooted, what's your plans for the UK? To see anything and everything that I can in a short amount of time. Hopefully maybe a week's or 2 weeks time. I'm not sure. Last time I spent a week away from home hitting about 20 places was probably about near just made me want to crumble because I was so dang tired. So I don't know.
I'm not sure. LLTTF's plan is to go to Europe, and he's like, y'all are coming, like we're going. And I'm like, okay. He's like, no sleep, coffee only. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I'm on my second pot today, and I could go to sleep right now. I'm so tired. All my days have been running together.
He's like 3 hours of sleep at night max, and I'm like,
no, come on, Ed. No, dude, you can't. No, man, you can't. You gotta get some sleep. I'm telling you, because that's what we did up north, and like we barely slept. I was so dead tired. I was like, and I get home, I'm like, I gotta edit all this, dude. I'm so tired.
Adam Park.
Thank you, Adam, for joining.
We love him.
We love Adam.
But hold on. I have to just put Rochelle's comment up here real quick.
Yo.
You guys want to start a band?
She might be onto something there.
Double-ended morgue band name.
Yo, watch out for our next top hit. I love how run out of the bando.
No, not really. No.
What about running to a different room? Like something scared you in a certain part where you freaked out and like had to get away from it?
Not going through bandos.
Otherwise, yes, though. Ever?
Yeah, I've had that happen. Like I said, before I got with God, before I gave my life away, before I even knew what God was about, and I mean, like I said, I was getting these things to physically manifest, and it came from the spiritual into the physical, and actually started seeing the physical creatures. Not little apparitions or anything. It just came into being full-fledged creatures. That scared me so bad I couldn't run. I mean, that's probably the most scared I've ever been. I had the dog with me, and the dog was barking at these entities all the time, and would cornering them in the corner and bark at them. But this one, the dog would just look at me and like, I ain't going out there. And like, I'm not doing anything about what you doing. I was so terrified and fear I couldn't move. I mean, it was bad. That's it. Usually no. No, not on the bandos. No.
You clicked on the wrong one.
Things move. Okay, 2.5 hours downtime we're allowed now.
Is that plus the sleep, plus the 3 hours of sleep? So 5 point.
No, I think that is the sleep.
Total.
That's total. Downtime is when we're allowed to crunch in a nap, some food, and go into the bathroom, and then the rest of the time you must spend going into these places.
You're gonna be so.
And you want me to pay to go do this?
I did 8 days straight, and no, I'm not. 8 days. I did 6 states in 8 days. I'm not.
You're crazy.
I won't do that. Yeah, I won't do that. I thought when I was going to do 2 weeks of it. I'm glad I only did 8 days.
No.
After like the 6th day, I was like, I'm tired, and did 2 more days of it.
I would see. Listen,
I would have ended up in a hospital.
I'm sleep deprived at work, but the difference is they're paying me. You want me to go pay to go to another country for Sir Lord Darkness to say, sleep now, explore now. You want me to do that?
Sleep later. We explore now.
Explore now.
Look what he said. Hello, Ashley.
Get out of here. 5. Okay, you know what? Now we're working 5 hours.
3 weeks. Gosh, no, 3 weeks. You take your time. You'll explore all of UK in just 3 weeks.
He wants to go for. Listen.
I might just take my own trip at this point.
This man.
I love it.
I know he runs on coffee, but there's another level.
I run on coffee. I run on espresso. I bought an espresso machine, and I'll still die.
I'll die. I'll die. I'll be walking around like a abandoned building with my eyes closed, like.
I
Yeah.
will be the ghost at that point.
Yeah, Nicole. Yes, you're right. Yep.
You'll find me crawled up in a corner. I'll be in the. Every time I go to click something, the comments shift up.
I know it moves fast. Yeah, I just say okay, so whatever. I do okay. Now I do got to put a little entertainment into it, but yeah, usually it's just okay, cool. So, Castles UK means castles from. Ooh, yes.
See, you said
But
it, and
what
I was
about White
confused.
Castle? What about White Castles? Y'all got plenty of White Castles up there, right?
I got plenty. I got one around the
Around
corner
the
from me.
block.
One up the block here. I got one around the corner from me at work. But let me tell you about the demons that it creates later. Because it's not fun.
I
It's
love
not fun. I am severely lactose intolerant, and I do not avoid dairy whatsoever. So
Hello, Gulf Coast girl.
I torture myself, and one of my top killers is White Castle.
It's horrible. I mean, you sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping like outside if possible. If it's summer, I'm on the front lawn sleeping. She'll put a
Harold and
sleeping,
Kumar.
she'll put a sleeping bag out there for me.
I
Hey,
love
you
it.
got a fire pit. That's good enough.
Yeah. Hey, Ashley, how you doing?
Harold and Kumar.
Yes, that is exactly what it is like.
I mean, it's.
I got a good question.
Wait, can I ask my question that
Don't
I'm
do this.
dying?
Is it actually a question?
Yes, it's actually a question this time, please. Okay, so that warehouse that you found and you did a video on it, but like you
Oh.
couldn't find much history on it.
And you asked, what do you guys think it was used for?
The warehouse. What warehouse?
It looked like a warehouse. That's
Listen,
just my
a factory?
interpretation.
Hold on, I'll go to the video and I'll tell you the title of the video.
I don't even know the titles of my videos.
Come on, I'm trying to make things work here.
All right, well, I'll find it. Okay, you tell me it.
It was a recent video. Go to okay, maybe not.
Maybe it's not recent.
It's not the school.
This.
Lost and
And found
found shop. What was this
This abandoned
abandoned building?
Oh, that
You
one.
ever
Yeah.
find out what it was?
Heck no. Okay, the closest I got was probably a manufacturing shop, a small manufacturing shop. But
Oh,
that's it. I had a lot of people say it's a mechanic shop. From the outside, it does look like a mechanic shop, but if you actually look inside, it's completely different. So I don't know. I mean, it was pretty interesting.
So
Honey is missing this, aka Mom.
Yeah, my mom.
Can you ask her if she wants the daughter to explore?
Yeah.
it's for sale. It's pretty cheap. You asked if you could return me the other day.
Yeah.
That is
Turns out
funny.
there's no refund policy.
The warranty period's over. You're stuck with this.
Yeah, the warranty's over and no
But yeah,
refunds.
they're calling about my car's extended warranty when I don't own a car. All right. So
Technically,
Every day, I feel like they care more about my well-being and what I need more than anybody in my family or any of my friends.
listen,
Because
they're
they constantly
checking
call
up
me
on
every
you.
day. Yeah, every
I'll be
day.
like- I'll be climbing like the ladder to a roof of a building, and they'll be like,
Yeah, they send me a message in the bottle when I'm on vacation. Hey, we couldn't reach you by phone, but
That's so cute. Isn't he cute though? And our son, guys, is like literally his replica, except with bluer eyes.
and he's got urine.
Hello, Tipa TV. Nubs! What's up, Nubs?
He's got
Tippa
urine.
TV, what's going on? Better late
right.
than never. I'm glad you guys are here.
Can I ask my question?
I asked my question, ladies first. Now it's your turn. That's how things work. He's not used to my sass yet.
Favorite type of explorer? I'm talking hospitals, asylums, schools,
Anything.
houses. What's your number? Like, what gets your blood flowing?
I'd say mansions. Mansions are really get me going that haven't been filmed too much.
You and LLTTF are made for each other. That's all he's been talking about. Mansions, mansions, mansions.
I say he likes mansions. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, as long as it's abandoned, that's all.
Yeah, as long as it's abandoned. Yeah.
And nobody lives there.
That's
No, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind if somebody would let me come into their
to a
mansion
haunted
home.
abandoned mansion. Oh my god!
Just somebody's mansion that would want to say, "Hey, yeah, you can come explore
Listen,
this."
If you find one, let us know. We'll be on the next
Yeah.
flight.
Listen, we've got a rich neighborhood over here. I'm sure that if I just start knocking on doors and be like, "Hey, could I just explore your house?"
Can we pretend it's abandoned? Can we throw some dust everywhere, please?
Throw some dust around. Like,
Hold on.
if you like blow cornstarch really well, it can actually mimic dust. It could work. We got this.
Pre-game, and yeah, laugh out loud. Yeah, pre-game, aka drink. No, actually, I quit drinking. I no longer drink. So yeah, I'm no fun.
Congratulations.
Hey, if you need anyone to lean on, we're here for you.
I don't know if you know. I know.
LTT. Well, a lot of our followers also know that we have been clean and sober since 2015.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Thank you.
you.
That's
So-
a big achievement.
And I definitely have to say, pre-gaming before an investigation.
I would have to say no.
No. Listen. Okay. Listen.
Hey, unless you're pre-gaming with
Coffee.
Coffee. Exactly. See, you
Yeah.
run on coffee. I run on Red Bull. I drink like 5 Red Bulls a day.
Okay, that was hard to get off of. Was Monsters. Oh,
Thank you.
I could not. It was like 3, 4, 5, 6 a day. Yeah.
I can
Get
quit
him into the rooted recovery program
of energy drinks because I've been able to
He
quit.
cracked a tooth because that's all he does.
But when you wake up at
I've
5
done
a.m.
the same
it's
thing.
quitting.
I've had 4 root canals just because of
I've
the
got
sugary
2 going
drinks.
on right now. There's 2 happening.
Well, so I used to chew. Okay, so I used to take extreme Sour Patch because my favorite candies, and I'd literally take half a bag and I would throw them in my mouth, right? And I would chew on them like it was like tobacco, and I would chew on it and just leave it sticking into my cheeks, right? And then I would just down, if I needed to drink, I'd just down it with Monster. I needed sugar.
What?
So yeah, man, those Sour Patch extremes were where it was at. Like literally, I'd buy 2 bags a day, and like just
What?
half a bag and just throw it in my mouth.
What? I thought you were describing how you quit energy drinks because like some people use sugar to quit. I didn't know you were having.
No, I didn't know. I'm just saying that's what I did. Like that's what I did. And and plus
my
I smoked
Lord.
too. I was a smoker for 15 years, and so I would smoke 2, sometimes 3 packs a day. And I would
haven't
just
passed 1 yet. We still smoke cigarettes, unfortunately.
yeah, diabetes and a handful.
That's
I'm actually
Wow.
pretty healthy though, so I am very blessed for that. Are you looking forward to explore? Actually, I'm looking forward to the YouTube reunion down in San Antonio, Texas, and UrbexCon 2021 in October 16th in Colorado. So, really looking
It's
forward to that
October.
one.
Well, there's like a few
because I know
going
that there's
on.
Paracon going on up here.
That's in Connecticut by LLTTF. That's
And
what
then-
Jay keeps telling us about.
But listen, if it's in October, I might as well just take a birthday vacation.
And just hang out with Rooted all day.
And we'll put LLTTF into our luggage and
Dude, I'll legitimately bring loads of coffee.
Oh, and by the way, on the UrbexCon 2021 tickets, the ticket discount, the 20% ticket discount stops on the 9th of this month. So it's like 3 more days. So just let everybody know.
Can you post it on Twitter? Because Plea also wants it as well.
The YouTube reunion is in San Antonio, June. I can't remember the dates. I think it's like the 7th through the 12th or 7th through the 11th or 8th through the 11th in San Antonio. And then the Urbex Con is a one-day event on the 16th of October of this year.
It's only 10
And it's going to
days.
be right next to. It's going to be right next to the Stanley Hotel. So
What? Listen,
I mean,
I'm October 6th.
Can
My
we
birthday,
go?
we're gonna go. I want to treat myself. You want to get me something for my birthday?
Yeah, I'll use your own debit card. I memorized his debit card number in my heart because that's how
I
I do
love it. I love that.
I'll be sitting at work and I'll get like this notification that like my account's like under its limit, and I'm like, what happened?
I spent
haven't-
$300.
And I look at my
Yeah,
account.
tip it.
$300
There's gonna be a
crystals.
there's a lot of creators that are going to be at the reunion, and there's going to be a lot of creators at the Urbex Con. So,
But see,
yeah.
I have like anxiety in huge groups. I get scared of people.
Oh, I do too. I'm okay. So, I know a lot of people think I'm probably full of crap, but I literally am camera shy, stage shy, and I just, yeah, I am so shy. Like before my shows, I get the butterflies like crazy.
That's,
Really
not-
do.
that's why I was like, hey, Rooted, we're going to smoke a cigarette, so we'll be on in a sec.
We have like this routine before our lives start where we sprint around the house trying to get things done. But if there's not like that cigarette before the show, oh, it's done. It's done. I'll be like,
It's so bad. Our first live, I don't like. You guys have to go back and watch our very first live because I don't know if you guys noticed, but my hands were like this.
was that the caffeine?
No, it definitely was not the caffeine. Look, I don't know.
Yeah, Rochelle's the same way. I'm telling you, it's bad. Like, especially if the guest that I'm having on is nervous, oh, it makes me more nervous. I'm like, oh man, this is not good.
And we were telling you, like, we had on, like, it was like,
No, we were actually on Sandra's live first
Yes.
before we started our live show. And so she had actually explained it the best to me because I told her straight up. I said, I'm freaking out. Please help.
yes. I remember that first day we were driving around and we're both like sweating in our palms and we're like, what are we getting ourselves into tonight? Like,
It was horrible.
we're homebodies. We sit at
Me?
home. No, we sit at
You
home.
go to work. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't leave the house.
My job is dealing with people when they're incapacitated.
Mostly. But Sandra said, she was like, you know what? Just pretend like we're on a Zoom or Skype call and it's just us. That's it.
And then we started our own show and we're looking at these comments flying by and it's like, the anxiety.
I was like, I can't do live shows. I said, Ethan, this is a bad idea. I said, you might have to just do it yourself.
Listen, talking about root canals. Last week I got one done and it went terribly wrong. Like the nerve was left exposed, so I was in excruciating pain. And so I'm like, Lauren, you're gonna have to do this alone tonight. And it was the worst thing I've ever said to her in my life.
I said, we're canceling.
The show's
done.
on. That's
I'm
it.
not doing it. Reschedule.
It was.
I know. I remember like on my first two, I literally had to get, I think it was up about 13 shots to keep renumbing it. I mean, I was like, and then this one, I went to a different one and I was telling them, I was like, you're going to give me a lot of shots. They gave me 2 shots and I was like, and it was good. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was so freaking shocked. I was like, cause I had like PTSD from it almost, like, cause it was like, they were like, whoa, you pretty gunshot. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah. You got that big long needle and you're going to sit here and pick it and drill in my teeth, you know?
Like that top shelf Novocaine.
Yeah.
I
But by the time I'm like, oh my,
Yeah, no. I walked out and she's sitting out there in the parking lot and she's like, give me a kiss. And I'm like,
drink the water. You're like, that's not even my face.
No, because of course the first thing I drank after my root canal is I crack a Red Bull and I'm like, this can't hurt. And I chugged it and it just spills out the side of my mouth, gone. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm more upset about the pain I'm having now or the fact that I just wasted a Red Bull. So That was good.
Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, Ashley.
If you were to pick one location, if I said here's a plane ticket to anywhere in the world,
Dracula's Castle.
I feel like I knew that.
Right off the
That's
bat.
such an LMTF answer too.
No,
I would-
LTTF is Chernobyl.
Well, it's also
I've heard because when they had me on, that's because he already knew what my answer was, but he asked me anyways. He says, I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but if you could go to any place in the world, where would it be? And it'd be Transylvania, Romania, to the Dracula's Castle.
let us know when you go. I'll just chill in your bag.
If you're willing to sacrifice all of your sleep and basically sell your soul to the devil, I'm sure you can jump on LLTTF's tour of Europe and hit every one of those locations.
Well, I think he's going to UK. I don't know if he's doing
No.
the Europe trip.
I guarantee, with the amount of caffeine and sleep deprivation,
He's going to jump over to
we're going to wind
Europe.
up in like South America by the end of
Yeah,
it.
he's
I don't know
like,
how. We're gonna be on a dinghy boat sailing across to go to South Africa.
and then
And I'm
looking
gonna
at the
wake up from my
Mayans.
nap.
Look at the Mayans temple.
It's gonna be some like bootleg ferry, and he's like, "No, I just drove us on. We're just going across the pond. Don't worry." And I'll like wake up in South Africa. This is what's gonna happen.
Yep.
If anyone has any final questions for Rooted, please submit them now. I will say this is definitely one of the funnest lives that I've had so far. I've laughed more about any kind of chaos.
Laugh is a good medicine. That's for
That's
sure.
what it's all about. That's what. Listen, my job.
It's not only that though. Like Rooted, I don't know if you ever
See-
by
The one that lives on Cherry Lane. Right, Ashley? The one that lives on Cherry Lane. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yeah, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh, yeah, the one that lives on Cherry Lane.
But you know what it is also? It's also that people that have good intentions and everything, that's a good question. But people that have good intentions and are actually interested in like having relationships, friendships with other people, those are the people you need to surround yourself with. We've met pretty scary people in the YouTube community, in the Twitter community, Facebook,
What do you mean by scary?
people that should literally keep staying in their mother's basement and never come out and never associate with other people.
I have to agree.
Like, there's some really scary and sketchy people on social media.
Yep.
And grab my hair tie, please. Like, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, like, if we post a new location, yes, scary people are everywhere.
They are.
But we've had people literally threaten us over not giving them certain locations. We've had people tell us to go kill ourselves because we're talking to spirits. Hi, Mom! And people like that are just so detrimental to the community, to other people, and it's scary.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, guys. I really do. But when you find good people, that's one of the best things. Like, Zach, you just have this amazing aura about yourself. Your smile, your laugh could light up a whole flippin' room. And that's literally, it shows who you are as a person. It shows where your heart is. And that's what's important. That's what brings the community closer together. Whether it's exploring, whether it's paranormal, or whatever.
You know what made me realize it the first time is when you had LTTF on. And they were telling some like crazy stories about like them like laying down
I
on
gotta
the
put my
grass and,
hair
like,
up.
having,
Sorry,
like,
guys.
having to like hide. And I'm like, this is the only other person that I've seen laugh as hard as I did when I heard this story. I'm like, this is
This is funny. It's hilarious. Like because I mean, not at the time. I know, I get it, but
not at the time at
you
all.
can
Like,
seriously retract and look back at it and look at the bigger picture and go, yeah, that was pretty dumb, but yeah, that was super funny. I mean,
exactly. I mean,
yeah,
that's what life's all about. Being like, I can't believe I did that, but now I can laugh my ass off about it.
yeah.
Fine,
I
have a
don't.
marathon.
I know Unknown asked that question, and that's a really good. That's a really good question because
Yeah,
actually,
I had it for
I
what?
don't know. I don't know where I would see myself in 5 years. I hope, God willing, if the Lord doesn't come back to take me home, I hope that. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube will be successful for me, so that I can be able to do just more than just take care of my family, but to take care of other people. That's kind of what I kind of envision.
Listen, we've
to
made
do more.
$1.04 on TikTok. Get on that.
Yeah, I try to get on there and do the TikTok thing, but that sucker's hard. So I'll stick to the ad revenue right now on YouTube. It's pretty decent.
The one video that got us big was me climbing into that mark. That was it. And like, there's like the sheer look of panic on my face, and me trying to scramble out of it. That went
What?
crazy. Everyone loved it.
Oh, I need to link up with you on TikTok. I don't even think we're friends on there, so
I
that
just
would
left
be.
my phone in the kitchen.
Yeah, just hit me up later about it and let me know because yeah, I'll check it out.
Wait, we're up to like 11.5K followers on there.
Oh, but you stop.
Oh, no.
Stop that.
Nice, man. Look at you guys.
That gets $1.12.
It's not about the numbers.
It's not about the numbers, but yes.
Hey, what's up, Sunflower? So glad that you're here.
Come on.
Thanks for making it.
All right.
Crazy dancing, you got it. That's right.
So,
Rochelle is saying Gold Coast. This is, yeah. She wants you to join the tribe.
I'll drink the Kool-Aid as long as it's the blue flavor.
I'm down for
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. It's got
Yeah, 'cause
sugar.
The Kool-Aid man does pop in every once in a while. Oh yeah.
I feel so like loved right now. Rochelle, join the tribe. Ethan's not invited, obviously.
But there's sugar in the Kool-Aid.
I'll get you the sugar-free Kool-Aid.
I don't want it.
Be careful of that sugar-free stuff. I don't know if y'all been following.
It has like all that
You gotta
crap
be
in
careful.
it.
It's like worse for you.
Actually-
Exactly.
When I
You
was
ever had
pregnant with
fireworks
our
in your stomach?
son-
It like destroys your intestines.
Well, no. What did we learn when I was pregnant with our son? Was
Aspartame.
besides that, so I actually had gestational diabetes, which is diabetes when you're pregnant. So I had, before taking insulin, they try doing everything like choose healthy eating, this and that, exercise. So I actually never needed insulin. But let me tell you, I took a whole health course on just all that sugar-free crap. Let me tell you,
It's terrible.
it's actually
Yeah,
like just
horrible.
pure chemicals.
Yeah.
it is. It is. I mean, literally, have you ever had fireworks in your stomach while you were going to the bathroom at that?
Yeah.
Have some sugar-free cake, like Tippa says.
Oh, remember
No,
when you
no,
ate
no,
my
stop,
sugar-free cookies? You were in the bathroom for like a legit 48 hours.
No. She got these.
You hug
sugar-
that till it.
Like I love like the wafers, like, and so we went to. I went to the supermarket and I was like, sugar free. This is fantastic. And I ate the whole sleeve of them. And I'm looking at the package and my stomach is gurgling and it says, caution, don't consume more than 2. May cause like severe irritable bowel issues. And I was on the toilet for like 6 hours, dying. I thought I was gonna like go dehydrated and pass out. Like
You do go
It was like it was terrible.
I feel like we just had this. Yeah, we got to have you on the after party. We got to get you on the
Calm
after
down.
party.
things get.
I'm trying to. Oh, it is there. Okay.
Cool it, hugger.
Why did
Yep.
it just disappear?
Tippa. Yeah. Tippa. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We so got to do this thing.
Imagine me like a beached whale. I'm ready to give birth. And this dude's hugging the toilet, and I have to pee every 5 minutes.
Oh my god, I can never look at a wafer the same way, and like ever since then, I read the backs to see if there's a warning label because it just said sugar free. It didn't say caution, extreme laxatives. It just was. It was
Rochelle,
like,
I think Rochelle kind of pinpointed right there. That golly, Rochelle, really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's giving me
That was like
PTSD, right?
that was the best way to describe it because you're like, I can't fart. I can't.
No.
I gotta fart so bad, but if you do, it's.
And if you do, it's just once you start that domino effect, you're not stopping. For me, I mean, for me at least, because also on top of that, also being lactose intolerant, I had eaten cheese earlier in the day. Done.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm done.
Yeah, I can't do dairy either.
I'll try to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I can't be trusted around the sugar-free foods.
I can't be trusted around sugar. I have a problem with sugar. We do not keep sugar in this house because if we do, it's gone.
Oh God.
I mean, this is what happens. But even sugar-free.
Can you grab a water, please?
What water?
It's in the fridge.
No, it's not. I drank the last one last night.
He drank my fancy waters. He drank my fancy waters, guys.
I drank her Fruit Tuos.
It's not Fruit 2-0. That's full of sugar. My water has no sugar. It's natural flavoring.
It's
Yeah,
that's still sugar.
That's still sugar.
Go look. I have an empty bottle right there. Let's go. Look
When
at
they say natural, when in the ingredients, if it says natural, it doesn't mean it's natural.
Tastes good.
They really. It's like saying it's guaranteed, even though it's just a guaranteed
Give me
piece
it,
of crap.
because you're looking that up right, aren't you?
When it says natural flavoring, what does that mean?
Hershey squirts. Come on.
Give me it.
Wait,
You don't want to know what natural flavor is made of. Yeah, Ashley Brady. I'm telling you, I don't know. I went to
not natural.
Yeah.
It's also not natural what it does to the human body.
Total sugars, added sugars. It has sugar.
No. Yeah. Not make me a cake. I hope so, Nicole. We actually okay, Tippa. We need to get on this.
Oh wait, no. It
this
says
is gonna be
not a
interesting.
significant source of total sugars or added sugars. So no, it's zero sugar.
This is not a significant source. Does not mean there's none.
It's
in
the
it.
scent gland from a beaver's anus.
See, I didn't want to put this comment up because I've heard this before, and I
That's where vanilla comes from.
stop. I don't want to know it because it's going to ruin all foods. For
Well,
me.
I learned that.
there's your vanilla wafer, sugar free.
No, it's fair. I'm not doing it. I'm over here eating like beaver glands and.
Wait.
Okay,
What
got
about when we were younger?
Google it.
No,
I don't
I
know.
gotta grab my.
Ashley, I learned this from TikTok. Okay, exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, stop it.
And the TikTok told me to Google where vanilla comes from. So I totally did it. And I totally still ate vanilla ice cream later, and it's true. And then also, Rooted, I don't know if you heard this, like when you were drinking Monster, but one of the ingredients is bull sperm.
Yes, I've actually heard of that.
I've heard of
that.
it too. I can't find fact behind it though.
I can't either.
I'm gonna
Because it's not fact.
I'm gonna keep telling myself that while I drink my Red Bull.
No, but it's not in Red Bull.
The way you overcome that, or the way I did, is I just one day I knew I had to quit, and I used Topo Chico, which was a carbonated water, so it's like a Perrier. I don't know if y'all have Topo Chicos up there, but they're pretty decent. It's just like mineral water that's carbonated, and I'd use that to replace it to do because I literally drink a Monster right before bed, and I was drinking it because of the flavor and the carbonation, and so that's why I used the water, and it worked.
See, yeah, check me into like caffeine rehab.
No, it's Rooted's.
Rooted's caffeine rehab. I'm
Your
ready.
laptop is glitchy.
No, you're clicking the right mouse when it needs to be the left.
Since when does a mouse pad on a laptop have a left and right click? Isn't it one finger or two fingers?
That's a Mac.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
Squatty potty.
Why are we talking about? We're still on beaver butts?
Yeah, I have to put Rochelle.
Look at you started, Ashley.
Oh my god. I can never. Now thinking of those vanilla wafers, I'm like,
You still like the strawberry one.
I eat,
not
no.
sugar-free.
I eat what is it? Not Pillsbury.
And
One of the strawberry wafers that you can get like a local deli around here. I still eat them, but still every time
they're not sugar-free.
They're not sugar free, and like I'll go to the supermarket and I'll see like Keebler's. I'll see like the stack of like the wafers, and like I'll see that they say sugar free, and it just sends this pit into my stomach, and like there's severe PTSD from it.
But we have a soda stream, so you could start making your own carbonated crap. Deal?
We ordered 2 cases of Red Bull 2 weeks ago.
I
said, should we do it? And you said, yeah, that's a great deal. Let's do it. How many did you drink out of those 48 Red Bulls? She drank 2. 48.
And those were the days where our son woke up at the crack of dawn, but I had no coffee left.
But we have Red Bull.
Wow.
All right.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up because I need a cigarette.
And now my stomach's gurgling thinking about those wafers again.
Bathroom's right there.
Oh, I know. Should
I go to CVS and buy you some Depends?
You might want to.
Okay.
That ain't gonna help those sugar-free stuff.
No.
That thing will be leaking like the oil spill at BP. BP had. That's exactly what it is.
Best description.
That's the best thing think I've ever heard come out of Rochelle's mouth.
That is
by far.
That's gonna stick with me.
Gas with Oli. What was it? Oli leakage? What was it again?
I have to go back.
Oh my gosh! Please, what was it? Yeah, my favorite is gas with an Oli discharge.
That's it.
Oily discharge.
If I could give like a comment of the entire live award, that would be it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. You should implement that. There you go. Take notes. That's a good idea.
MVC, most valued comment.
Yep. That right there. Rochelle, congratulations.
You win.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hold on. Ashley, you've never had Wingstop? Girl, if you like ranch, order their gorgeous ranch.
Wingstop has the best French fries.
What?
Well, see, we get it delivered through DoorDash.
Oh, we picked it up though before. But the other night, I went on DoorDash to get it delivered.
They were out of ranch.
And so she had me call because ranch wasn't on the menu. And they didn't have ranch. And she was like, forget it. I don't want it. Forget it.
Don't you have ranch in the refrigerator, though?
We have
but nothing is as good as Wingstop ranch.
No, and when she orders.
I order
10.
the freaking large ones. I order like 20 of them.
You can bathe it.
So when I have leftovers, I could.
What do you mean when you have leftovers? There's like a mountain of ranch.
Yes, but you could put that shit on some salad. You could eat it with celery and carrots. Come on! Who are you people? Do you know good food? Good ranch?
I haven't had Wingstop in a long time.
We would have had it last night if they weren't sold out for ranch, because that completely just unsold her on the idea.
I said, F this. I'm not buying it if they don't have ranch.
So what's the point of it if they don't have ranch?
Yes, but Rochelle, I can't.
Yeah, girl, make your own ranch.
Yes, but I cannot get a recipe that's nearly as flipping amazing.
Is Wingstop open?
I'm not ordering Wingstop. Today ranch. They're closed. I don't know, maybe. Must be an American thing.
I think it is.
Italian Italian dressing, my aunt makes her own to die for.
Must be American.
I'll get you my
Ranch is good. Ranch is good. Okay, I got a quick question for people in the chat and you guys. What do y'all eat pizza with ranch?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
He said for the people in the chat.
Well, and you too, and y'all too.
Yes. Wingstop ranch.
With pizza?
If it's pepperoni, I'll use blue cheese. Regular pizza, I use ranch. I'm really weird with it.
For me, it depends what's on the pizza.
It depends on
No.
I'm
No.
not putting my penne al vodka pizza in ranch.
I would.
We got a lot of no's. We got a lot of
There's a
no's
lot
over
of
here.
Hot sauce.
Zach's
You dip it in hot sauce and then throw some ranch on it. To cool that hot sauce. You get
Ah, damn it, wrong one.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
that was like the most like.
All right, here's the next question. Last one. Who eats pineapple on their pizza?
My partner at work, and I want to throw it out the window.
Rooted by.
I was waving. Bye. No, I don't eat it. That's not my preference. I can eat it. I do like pineapple. But I actually have I eat jalapenos with banana peppers, and that's it. That's what I eat. I love it spicy.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, it's so good with ranch. Oh, even without ranch is really good too.
Mom likes pineapple on pizza. How? I can't.
See, with me at work, it's an issue with my partner because I
my preference.
Well, what else? Hanging with honey. What else?
Even more gross. Oh, come on.
Pineapple.
It's pineapple and
No. Everyone does different combinations. I have to hear her out.
Well, if you just eat regular
I
pineapple
keep an
on
open
slice,
mind, Ethan.
listen,
You could leave.
If you could take cheese, throw just a freaking slab of pineapple on it.
Pizza with sauerkraut.
I saw these guys in Woolworths once. I was so scared to say hello.
What? In Woolworths? What's Woolworths?
Vanessa, that's a good one. Hold on, Ethan. So you like pizza, but you don't like
No, listen, no.
Olives. Hold on. Hanging with honey. I can see the pineapple with cream.
Hold on, I'm still stuck on Vanessa's comment. I eat tomato sauce. I don't really eat ketchup.
You don't like ketchup.
I like tomato sauce.
Vanessa, you should know by now. He's weird. This dude doesn't even eat eggs.
I'm bizarre. I'm weird.
Also, guys, here's another thing you should know about Ethan.
Oh, God.
He'll eat boneless wings.
What's a dessert pizza?
I don't know.
What's a dessert pizza?
What is a dessert pizza?
Pineapple on a dessert pizza.
I'm going to take a guess that it has something to do with, like, Nutella.
Where did that come from? Nutella? I have a feeling this has to do with Hershey's chocolate.
I'm allergic to Nutella.
I can see like pineapple, Nutella, and like powdered sugar on a pizza.
You still wouldn't eat that.
I wouldn't go near it. That's pineapple.
So picky.
I'm not designing it for myself.
Okay. Why do you not like pineapple?
I don't like anything
I
healthy
love
for myself.
pineapple. Dude, you have here, I'll explain it to you, Zach. This dude right here, this beautiful masterpiece, is the pickiest thing I've ever met in my life besides our child, and he passed it on to our child. So our child eats a total of 5 things. Chicken nuggets, pickles, yogurt, cheese quesadillas, and crackers.
Fruits on a pizza crust with sweet cream cheese. Ooh, that's pretty good. I wouldn't mind trying. I try things. I don't mind trying things.
Oh my God! You need that in your life. Clearly.
Okay, let me. You don't like onions, do you?
I love
onions.
Really? Okay, sautéed onions.
Love them.
Oh man, caramelized. Yeah.
Caramelized. I could put
your
them
onions
on.
for
I
him.
could put them. So my original ambition in life was to be a chef, actually. So I love to cook. One of my favorite things to do. But once I realized I had to cook for so many people at such a high, fast-paced rate, I lost the love for it. I love cooking at home, and sautéed onions is like my staple. Like you talk about pizza,
make it better.
I could throw it on. I throw sautéed onions on pizza. I'll eat it.
I make
anything.
That sounds pretty good.
How to do it?
That actually would sound better than having the regular, just not even really getting cooked on the pizza type.
But my favorite is the fried onions, like the French's fried onions, like the crisps. Oh.
No, when we made them ourselves, they were really good. They were better.
They were fantastic, but it's a process. It's
hanging with honey. Let's go get some dinner. Let's do it. I'll come to Texas just to eat dinner with you guys.
Some good cooking down here.
My best friend lives in Texas. I forgot what town, so don't.
What am I clicking on?
Do you eat chicken? Ooh, chicken pizza sounds. I've had it before. It's really good.
Are we talking about
instead of meat instead of like the beef? Like having chicken, it was pretty good when I had it.
So there's the type of pizza up here in New York. I know there's like two places that make it. That the crust is actually chicken
and cheese.
They grind up chicken and make like a dough out of it, and then grill it to make like a crust made out of chicken.
I have to say it's pretty good as long as it's made right.
If it's made wrong, it's made very wrong.
It sounds so gross, but it's good.
Okay, I make this thing. It's called like poor man's food. I call it poor man's food.
I live on poor man's food.
So I take any type of potato. So it could be red, or it could be sweet potatoes, or just regular the brown potatoes that I call them. So we'll just say the brown potatoes. Take the brown potatoes, you chop them up into like little bitty squares, right? Really tiny squares. Throw them in the pan. Start getting the pan cooking. Put a little bit of olive oil in there, and if butter's your thing, put butter in there. And then I chop up onions because I put those in towards the end because I don't want them to be too caramelized, just enough to be kind of sauteed. So I throw those in there, and also throw in. I guess if you have any other vegetables or you want to throw in there, you can throw garlic in there. It's pretty good. Crunch up garlic and put that in there. Salt and pepper. I don't usually use salt, so I kind of hold back a lot on the salt, but just pepper, turmeric, a little bit of turmeric. Turmeric's pretty good, and then I throw it just a little bit though because it's crazy. I just throw just a little bit of jalapenos in there because literally just a little bit of jalapenos mixed in with that somehow it makes this concoction where it makes it more spicier eating it that way than actually eating it raw. If it makes any sense.
It does. It makes sense.
But so that's pretty good. With or without the jalapenos, it's pretty good. What was that? What was the casserole? What did I miss? What did I miss? I want to laugh too. Come on. What did I miss?
I was talking about your potato dish.
What? That's not a casserole. Come on.
You know what? I think we should all have a cook-off.
I feel like we tried saying goodbye 20 minutes ago. We started talking.
Yeah, 30 minutes ago.
It just went off the rails.
It was a fun time. I loved it. We're getting Ethan some Depends.
Listen,
don't make me talk about your sleepwalking.
On that note,
it has hash browns. I know it's hash browns, but it's like poor man's food. It's really super good. Try it out. It's really good. Sorry.
You can't call them hash browns if you put your own twist on it.
Yeah, there was no hash in there.
I've never had hash browns that literally have jalapenos. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. You never put jalapenos in your hash browns. I had to think about it, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I love jalapeno. I love spicy stuff, and for some reason mixing that in, it does get pretty. I mean, you have to put just a little bit in there to kind of really, because if not, it's just if you can't handle spices, it's gonna be so overbearing you won't even enjoy it. So
I grew up with absolutely no spice, so I had my first buffalo wings when I was like 18. Don't judge me.
All right.
well, I would say good night, not goodbye.
Because we have to be up
Early.
We're traveling we're traveling 2 states over tomorrow. So
Oh, y'all be safe.
we will. It's gonna be a nice trip.
Hold on, I'm sharing out Rooted's channel.
Luckily for us on an island, like we just drive to the north of the island, take a boat, hop over the water.
It's not a boat, it's a ferry.
And what's a ferry?
It's a type of boat.
There you go.
It's
Okay.
it's the one that brings you money every time you lose a tooth.
Ferry. Tooth fairy.
Ferry and fairy are two different things, Rooted.
It sounded the same over here on this end.
Tickled my foot. He tickled my foot, you cheat
Okay.
stain.
Good night, everybody. Thank
All
you.
right. Good night.
All right,
everyone.
good night, guys. Thank you so much for making this live awesome.
It definitely got wild towards the end there.
Yeah, but it had everyone laughing, so
Yeah.
we're good. All right, guys, thank you. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Rooted if you are not already. Check out his channel, show him love, and we will see you next week.